Kind hearts are more than coronets, and simple faith than Norman blood. Sir Alfred Tennyson, 1842, Lady Clara Vere de Vere. Wonderful poem, and the title of our film today, which I'm inspired to give a few words on. It's the Ealing comedy, one of the great ones, starring Dennis Price as Louis Gascoigne Mancini, and Alec Guinness, who plays 8 parts in this, of the Gascoigne lineage. It was made in 1949 rather, just after the Second World War. People still in rationing watching this. Part of the Ealing Studios, great catalogue. Dennis Price, wonderful actor, reminds one of Basil Rathbone. Just a great pronunciation, great delivery of English. He's gentlemanly demeanour, but don't let him fool you. He's utterly ruthless and Machiavellian in his pursuit for his rightful heir. His dukedom of Gascoigne. He's born to a mother that down marries and is ostracised by the family for marrying a portly Italian opera singer who was, I'd say, louder than he was melodic, put it that way. So he's ostracised by the family. The opera singer father dies when Louis is born, causing his mother to sell the property and completely sent to Coventry by the Gascoigne family. Won't give her any help, so she has to move to a middle class existence in a Surbiton style neighbourhood, and this is where Louis Mancini, who was grown up with Sibylla, a girl played by Joan Greenwood. She's loved him more than he's quite got unrequited love for her. And then he hatches his plan to oust the rest of the family to get his rightful heirship. But yeah, it's got use of the N-word in this film. Hopefully you'll be able to understand language games and won't get too offended by that. I won't give too much of the film away, but there's a couple of great scenes in it. There's a lot of irony in it. The scene where Ethelred, played by one of Alec Guinness's characters, Alec Guinness is playing Ethelred rather. The 6th one to die. But it says to Alec Guinness's character, does Louis Mancini, played by Dennis Price, he says, I don't partake in blood sports, old chap, when they're out hunting. So Louis is against hunting. He don't mind ousting his family though, in an utterly ruthless Machiavellian fashion. Will Barker though, he created a bit about Ealing Studios. Will Barker created Ealing Studios. It was inspired by the Mitchell and Kenyon films. Mitchell and Kenyon were two wonderful early directors in a sort of gonzo fashion, guerrilla style, just filming the street, rolling along on a dolly, filming what were going on, people in the streets, etc. But like modern YouTube style filming. Barker was so impressed by Mitchell and Kenyon that he wanted to start his own film studio, so he bought the White Lodge in Ealing Green in 1902, and he set about to get his film scene in Hollywood as well. But it was thwarted by the Americans, who had the Motion Pictures Patent Company, and that limited English revenue for films shown in the USA. So Barker and possibly Mitchell and Kenyon and their ilk set the IPPC up, the International Projecting and Producing Company. And they came to an agreement anyway in the next 10 years. This was at the beginning of the 20th century. Some early Ealing films from the studio they made quite government-like safety films. The first one was The Child Stealer from 1904, about the dangers of leaving your child in a perambulator outside a shop or park. London Day by Day from 1906, like a Mitchell Kenyon style rolling street film, I think that one. Then the historic films, the Henry VIII, notable performance of Cardinal Wolsey in that one. And the Queen Victoria biopic, 60 Years a Queen, from 1913. And Passport to Pimlico in 1949, Stanley Holloway. That was about a section of London that didn't believe they had to adhere to the rationing laws, called the Kingdom of Burgundy. For some reason, they exempted themselves and formed like a little enclave which went against the rationing laws. But don't know what made them so bloody different, or what happened to them, or if there were any truth in it, about Passport to Pimlico. Then the Lavender Hill Mob, that starred the great trio, Sid James, Stanley Holloway, Alec Guinness. A right stalwart cast there as forwards. This one, it's actually endorsed as the one of 15 films endorsed by as best art by the Vatican. And Lavender Hill Mob, it's about a gold heist where bullion is melted down into statues of the Eiffel Tower to be smuggled out of the country, because the gold black market in England is very well policed, so that has to be done, laundered elsewhere. Sure why the Vatican would have that at the best film. Some schoolgirls end up buying the melted down golden Eiffel Tower statues as normal statues, and the chase ensues trying to get these actual golden statues back. The great twist at the end of that one as well. Great twists at all these Ealing comedies. Great twists at the end of them. And Lady Killers after that. Is that late 40s and early 50s something as well. Passport to Pimlico, that was the same year as Kind Hearts and Coronets. It was probably in 50, early 50s. Lady Killers as well, yeah. Lady Killers, another chance for Alec Guinness to cross-dress in that one. He liked donning an old frock on, did Alec. But wonderful performances, you can't take it away from him. 8 parts he plays in Kind Hearts and Coronets. Just wonderful acting, and it's funny to see him as an old guy and then see him as a real old guy in Star Wars. He's like a young guy playing an old guy, and it's like sort of nothing like he was when he's old. He's got more of a calmer lilt. He's got older, but yeah, great film, Kind Hearts and Coronets. Just thought I'd give a little bit of info on it. Oh yeah, and the great Hugh Griffith from Wales as the judge, the Lord Chancellor. The wide-eyed Welshman who served as a Burma veteran, which I didn't know. Yeah, great film, great twist at end, recommend it. Okay, tally pip. God be with you, everybody.